time.
Who are these socials?
Taking down the other podcasts one by one.
Who are these socials?
That clip is why people make fun of you.
With Carl
This is all just for the radio.
and Blind Mike.
We have a lot of business to take care of.
Who are these
We are
socials?
the number one podcast on the internet today.
WATS.
Welcome to yet another episode of WATS, the show. Thousands of people come to answer the age-old question, what's the deal with social media? This is the only show about social media starring two people with working eyeballs. I'm your host, Carl, and filling in for Blind Mike this week is the great Casey Day. What's up, Casey?
What's up? How you doing, Carl? Blind Mike's out there in New Orleans getting them beads.
You know, there are rumors going around that I'm actually the best part of this little piggy and that I won't read your super chats. The latter is simply not true. I will read every super chat that comes in. We appreciate the support, but as you guys know, I don't read so good. So please feel free to take advantage of the super tip system. That's over at supertip.gg/WATP. And you can support the show while also participating in it with the very fun AI voices that you will find at supertip.gg/WATP. Now, Casey, not only are you a listener of the show, but you're somewhat of a producer. You're a mod from time to time. You lurk. You know what's going on around here.
Sometimes I pay attention. Sometimes I'm too high to pay attention. It depends.
All right. Well, do you ever pay attention to the first segment of the show?
It's my favorite part, Carl. I got to be honest.
All right. I have a question for you. Do you think you could describe to people who are just joining us for the first time how we start off, who are these socials, what the first segment's all about?
Guys, it's the only real part of the show. If you want to see what's really in people's hearts and minds, you pay attention to the first 10 minutes. The next 2 hours is nonsense. Woke people, sad people, Cerasani and such. But that first 10 minutes, that's when you get to see inside Carl and Mike, who they really are. Mostly,
Jesus Christ, that's the worst explanation I've ever heard in my
disgusting.
life. This is an awful explanation. What we're doing here, people, is a little thing that I like to call banter.
Oh, this is their greatest strength. Carl and Blind Mike banter at length. Could it be banter?
Probably should have picked a stinger that didn't have Mike's name in it. Probably would better if I just did something like
Banter World Order. BWO.
fix that in post, obviously. So, Casey, it's great to see you, buddy. Get to talk to you. It's been a little while. I wanted to ask you, what do you think Blind Mike's doing right now? Do you think he's thinking about us like we're thinking about him?
He never. Carl, what I've learned about Blind Mike is he's never thinking about you when you're thinking about him. You're just a small percentage of his pie. Why he's such a large percentage of my pie. You know?
I know. It's so sad, isn't it? Like, I just woke up this morning teary-eyed going, there's no Mike today on Who Are These Socials? What
Well,
are we
you don't
gonna
have to
do?
cry about it. I mean, I
don't have to cry about it, but it feels good sometimes to let it out, Casey.
Yeah, that's true.
You know how it is.
I cry sometimes during shows. Krager shows usually because he talks about us when we're not there. My favorite part.
Well, since you brought that up, Drunk Engineer is actually over on supertip.gg/WATP. And he says, evening, Carl. Since Casey has opened up the door for us to insult Krager's now, would you like to comment on him complimenting Stut Joe's singing/guitar? I would, actually. I watch it. He goes, it's actually pretty impressive. He's playing chords and singing.
Well, you got to understand, Carl, that Krager's comes from a death metal background. So what he heard there was Hotel California. I mean, he was like, wow, you can change chords like that?
That explains that.
Yeah, he's a power chords through and through. So that was complicated. That was Simon and Garfunkel to him. You see what I'm saying now?
I have to say, anyone who strums a guitar and sings, I feel like that's the least impressive skill in the history of skills.
Yeah. Belushi solved that problem 30 years ago.
He did. And I've heard Shuley opine that maybe he'll learn how to play guitar and spend a couple months learning it just so he can be better than John. I honestly think that if Shuley learned 5 open chords, he would be able to perform better than John does.
I promise you this. Give me 15 minutes. I can drop him down to D. We'd have a better guitar player in 15 minutes.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, let's not tell people about open tuning. Let's not give away Shuley's secret.
Yeah, just hold your finger like this and you could be a millionaire. It's amazing.
It's great. We also got Bob Bickerstaff coming in on supertip.gg/WATP.
That's some whack-ass crate guitar tone, Carl. Do better.
I do not use a crate. It's a Fender Twin Reverb, but they're
Those are heavy.
There's an overdrive. Dude, my amp is 85 pounds.
Yeah. Those are back killers. Those fucking. He grabbed his back when he's talking about those things.
It's annoying.
Been there.
Yeah.
I like orange. I'm an orange guy.
Oh yeah, I can see that. But I'm in a surf band guy. Can't play an orange in a surf band.
God cursed you with that. I'm sorry.
Oh God, I have rehearsal later tonight with the Buzzmeyers. That's my band that I do with Trucker Andy, and we haven't practiced in months because everyone got real busy. So we're getting together tonight to learn some new cover songs, and I don't know why there are songs that you hear that you go, well, that's easy to play. Blue Orchid's a good example of this. All right, little White Stripes, Blue Orchid. It's just a shitty pentatonic riff in G, just repeats itself over and over again. But the problem is these little nuances, the little changes they do. It never follows a pattern. There's no fucking pattern for it.
Yeah. Meg,
I'm actually not mad that Mike's not here. I'm mad that I have to learn these fucking songs. And I'm not ready yet. I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
Breathe, Carl. Breathe. This is very much like Elliott Smith. You hear these nice little lovely songs and you're like, oh, G to C, fun. And then you spend 6 months learning Adeline or Miss Misery and you're like, why? Why did my fingers not do this? So yes, I've been there.
Yeah, that's my wife's favorite artist, by the way.
Oh, no, Carl, feel for your life. Fear for your life.
Oh, trust me, I know. Delta Zero says, Carl, have Hack Ride on more, please.
I think this is about the right amount. I think once a year, twice a decade. I think we're doing good.
You know, we don't have minorities host this show, but we do have minority opinions in the super chat. So we got that going for us. Well, since we're talking music already, why don't we start there, buddy?
Who are these music? Who are these music?
This one comes in from the Hebrew Hammer over on our Discord page. You can join that for free. There's a link at whoarethese.com. Get on the Discord server, and then there's a channel in there for Who Are These Socials. A lot of people participating in that. We appreciate it. And this is an artist on Instagram known as No Free Radicals. How do you feel about karaoke, Casey?
I believe only Japanese people should be able to do karaoke.
Okay.
That's my rule. They invented it. They're the only ones that should be able to do it.
That's a bold statement you made just there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we're going to get a lot of emails from this. A lot of voicemails will be coming in after that one. I'm not a huge
Have
fan.
you seen the joy on a Japanese person's face when they're doing karaoke, Carl? That's not the same for us whiteys. Well, we're trying too hard. We're tryhards.
Well, I think this might change your mind because this gentleman right here, he's got some skills. And he's going to sing a little Survivor, Eye of the Tiger.
Rising up back on the street. In my time to my change.
You didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, I was expecting full chest voice, and we got full head voice.
Yeah. Well, how would you describe this gentleman for people who are listening to the show or blind like?
Looks like Bigfoot, sounds like Aaron Neville. That's how I would describe it.
Perfect.
With the distance down back on the sea. Just a minute in this world to survive. So many times
Yeah, Mel Brewer says Big A. Yeah, that's a pretty good comparison. You can see that.
street fights. You trade your passion for glory. Or the wounds you create on the dreams of the past. You must fight.
So at least get to a chorus here, right?
I'm alive.
The payoff.
See, I used to tell you, it's really fun. Riding out to the swings of the rifles. And the last bullets rise. There's been a night. Watch it, it's all. On the train.
I am pumped up now. You know what? A little while ago, I wasn't sure of myself, but now I'm feeling good about this. This is going to be a great episode.
This third act of Gallagher's is killing it. The watermelon for the first two and this Femi singing for the third. I like it. This is a Karmic X approach to this. You go fem. You just go fem.
He looks like Gallagher if Gallagher had died like 3 weeks prior.
It's his rotting corpse. It was Gallagher found in a pool.
Not a well kept. Not well kept. This man. I challenge some of his grooming choices.
It's a monster.
Since we're still talking about music, I'll play this from supertip.gg/WATP.
My guitar skills are so whack. Even the ladies enjoy my fingering skills. I strum their chords so hard, I leave them out of tune. Skull.
He was talking, I think he was referencing, not to get on Stuttering John, that's not what the show's about, but I think John was referencing his gimp hand the other day when he was trying to play guitar and he couldn't play. He's like, goddamn.
As one does.
We got in with his gimp hand. And there's a guy in the chat who's known as John's Halloween Gimp Hand, I think is his name. And I got to meet him in Detroit one year. We were doing a meet and greet before the show. He's like, hey, I'm John's Halloween Gimp Hand. It's like, oh, that's cool. It's funny nice to put a face in that name.
You know, I've been out of the John business for a while, but you ever leave a fart in a room that you come back like an hour later and people are still talking about it?
No,
I sort of,
but I get the analogy.
It's the talk of the room, Carl. So when my last grenade to the Dabbleverse is I and John will verify this. I showed John how to put music on his show, and now it is the most annoying thing on the planet. And I laugh every time now.
You scumbag son of a bitch.
Fuck all of you. Thanks.
John's gimpy Halloween hand. Thank you. I was getting that in the wrong order. I knew I had that wrong.
Also, Catalano TV. Thank you.
Labyrinth Mystic $2 says, Tiny Tim, later years, having a wonderful time? Yeah, I can see that comparison as well.
I like that kind of karaoke, Carl. Now that I'm answering your first question, I like that kind.
I be honest, I don't normally play people singing karaoke. I get a lot of submissions for that kind of thing because there's a lot of people embarrassing themselves on social media, but that one tickled me. I liked it. All right. Mm-hmm. I want to head over to what we call Twitter because that's what our jingle says. We're going to go over to Twitter. Look at this tweet now. And Christian Blatt actually sent in a few things for us to check out. There's this guy named Burger Planet, and he's very upset about his mom. I guess his mom passed away.
Mama Burger.
And so he's very sad about that. And he has a soundboard in front of him, which is unfortunate, I would say.
How do you want to... Only reason I'm still alive is because of my mom. That's the only reason. I probably would have fucking done it by now, dude. My mom, I love her so much. I would never want to put her through that. Oh, God, I hit the laugh button. Fuck. I didn't mean to hit the laugh button.
Because you're not going to come over to this, like...
He's very distraught about that. Going through a very emotional time. Smashes the laugh button. Only Vinny Paulino hits the wrong button more often than this guy. It
His face squishes up good, Carl. Squishes up good.
Dude, soundboards are hard, am I right?
Yeah. I got to say, over the last year, one of the greatest things to the Blind Mike project is Krager's forcing Mike to get the soundboard. The soundboard on the Blind Mike project has been fantastic.
Fuck off. You really are sabotaging everything everywhere you go.
That's my job.
Is that what your job is? Why am I having you fill in as co-host then? What was I thinking?
Well, you know,
it's a bad decision on my part.
Some say sabotage. Some say sabotage, you know.
All right, so you just saw this Burger Planet guy get very emotional about his mother. Let's find out more about his relationship with his father, since we're checking in on him.
He's never been proud of me. He's never encouraged me. He's only told me to get a job and give up streaming and doing everything I fucking do. Even though I work so fucking hard at what I do, it's never fucking enough for him. And all he does is just like act like my brother is so much better than me. It fucking hurts so bad, man. It fucking hurts so bad.
Anyway, today's show is brought to you by BetterHelp.
These are like the calls I get from Krager's.
I believe it. I mean, there's certain things you probably shouldn't say into a camera on the internet. And going through this trauma is probably one of those things. Like, yeah, you should just go talk to a professional or a friend or something.
Needs to spend some time, go out in nature, find a neck, you know?
It's not great. It's not going well for her.
Where's the neck, Carl? I see it goes from chin to shoulder.
Poor Burger Planet. If you eat enough burgers to become a planet, you won't have a neck either, Casey.
Fair enough.
Here's a fun fact people don't know about Casey Day. He's actually a 450-pound man. Just has that avatar just to make it look like he's slim.
Wait, you said
well.
I bench 450. Wait, not 450 pounds. Come on, get out of here.
Okay.
Ladies, DMs are open.
Also, this one comes in from Christian Blatt as well. And we get to watch a 90-year-old Chiefs fan. And I think Christian sent this to me because the Chiefs are playing the Bills. And she's watching the Chiefs game on television here.
Buffalo defense. Mid hit Josh Allen in the nuts. If he has any. Deck his ass. Chicken shit, you ran out of bounds.
60-yard boot by Ariza.
She seems fun.
I got to agree with her. Buffalo. What kind of team is that? I mean, come on.
All right, let's not focus on the Josh Allen. I don't think that kicking someone in the nuts is legal in football. I don't think that's a great thing you should do on the field.
I've seen a football player murder people, Carl, real people. And so that seems like slight. It seems like
yeah, but he also ran for 2,000 yards in a 14-game season.
Well, that's true. He just did football off the field. That's
yeah. That was pretty impressive. So there's that. By the way, I'd rather watch football with this woman than Bill Burr any day of the week. I don't know if you caught Bill Burr's latest podcast.
Who does?
He was distracted. Well, I do. It's my job. He was distracted by the football game he was watching. And so he spent the entire podcast yelling at the TV. How do you throw him a pick right there? Your defense just stopped him at the goal line. You can't do that. Like, wow. You must be really obnoxious to watch football with.
Sounds like every Patriot game I've ever heard in my life.
Well, yes, that's true. That is the typical Patriots fan right there. I hate that they're good again. It's so annoying. They're
They really gave you a tiny window there. That was the tiniest window they gave you.
The most
like
obnoxious fan base.
And then, also, by the way, don't look behind you. Justin Herbert and Bo Nix, some Oregon Ducks. So Buffalo, you had your time.
Okay. All right. I knew you couldn't resist it. I knew you couldn't stop yourself.
I get one a show.
All right. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see if there's just one. This one came in from Psychotic. We're still on X. We usually see these ladies over on TikTok. These are the plus-size park hoppers.
Oh, yes. Mersh and Royce love these ladies.
Oh, yes, they do. In fact,
they're getting sued or some shit, right?
Yeah, are they getting sued? Like it's gotten to a pretty substantial point where I know it's made news stories. I've seen it in the news and stuff.
Carl, it's the suing season, didn't you know?
I did, yes. I did know that was
File your lawsuits
vogue.
now, get 10% off.
It's in vogue right now. Everyone's doing it. It's great. All right, so the plus-size park hoppers get a thing called the Disney Rash. Now, if you're not familiar with these ladies, what they do is they go to Disney a lot, and they film themselves riding rides, and then they tell you whether, if you're a big fat piece of shit, whether you'd be able to ride this ride or not. And something that I learned from these women is that every ride now at Disney has whatever the contraption is that you have to get into before the line starts so that you can waddle your fat ass over to it and see if you'll be able to fit in the ride once you get to the front of the line.
You're like baggage at the airport. Nice.
Right, yeah. It's like you got to put it up on the scale and go, no, not this one. Well, so this is something new that I'm learning about what happens at Disney.
You've been dying to get the Disney rash? No, probably not, but it does happen. Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus-size Disney tips and tricks. If you don't know what the Disney rash is, consider yourself lucky. It's also known as exercise-induced vasculitis.
Exercise-induced vasculitis is what the Disney rash is, but they call it the Disney rash. Let's find out how you come down with this Disney rash.
It can happen when you're exposed to heat and if you're exercising for a long period of time, which are both super common in Disney World because you can walk between 5 and 10 miles a day.
Okay. So this happens when you walk a lot. Wouldn't you call it a hiking rash or a walking rash? No. The only time these women ever exercise is when they go to Disney. That's the only time they're not just sitting on an escalator to where they need to go.
The bodies are saying, no more. We give up. God damn.
This is crazy. It's known as the Disney rash. Why? Because that's the only time that fat people walk?
I hate to be crude, Carl.
Okay.
But if that's what the calf looks like, imagine what these ladies' pussies look like. That is rubbing against each other. There's a whole meat package going on in there of friction, meat friction.
Did you say a meat package?
It's a meat package of friction, Carl, going on in there.
I might
Just
never get a
imagine
boner again.
Have you ever?
Prove
it. Prove it.
I mean, it'll be a distant memory soon.
The rash typically appears on exposed parts of your lower legs. It can cause an itching and burning sensation and just be downright uncomfortable.
You mean like a rash? Thanks for describing what a rash is. I wasn't sure. Appreciate it.
It's God's Indian burn for you being lazy. Like, you gonna be lazy?
I like it.
First aid recommended using aloe vera and cortisone to ease the symptoms. We've also seen some people put sunblock on their lower legs to try to prevent it. That's
Even their medicine eats, Carl.
Hold on a second. This is funny. So they're trying to figure out how to treat a rash, right? And so aloe vera and cortisone, sure. But then listen to this advice they give.
We've also seen some people put sunblock on their lower legs to try to prevent it. That's something we're going to try on our next trip. Cool.
Why would sunblock prevent a rash? Is that possible? But also,
no.
Maybe they should know whether or not that works rather than just give us. Hey, some people try this thing. We don't know what the fuck, but you can do that if you want.
I heard lemon juice works well. Why don't you squeeze some?
Yeah. Some salt.
Lemons in it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Hey,
some sand.
I don't even know how the sun gets to these women's legs. It should be blocked. I don't think they need sunscreen.
Permanent cure broken glass. Just rub that in there.
Their torso sunscreen, if you think about it.
Filling the area with an ice pack or a cold shower can also provide relief. Lowering your body temperature and elevating your legs are also known to help. We don't all experience.
Wow. These people have no shame. There is a giant piece of shit fat woman with her legs up in the bed, and that bed is on its last legs. That bed, how deep is she into that thing? It's like she's in a kiddie pool. It's like that what the water would be up to on the sides. That's what the mattress is doing.
Come on, every drunk guy's seen this once in their life. We've all seen this. We've all seen it.
Yeah, but when I'm drunk, it looks better than that, doesn't it?
The lights are usually off.
That's true. The lights are always off. The lights are always off. But you can tell what that smells like if you've ever had this experience. Casey Day's like, that's not that bad.
I have a female co-host. I got to watch it here.
Uh-oh, is she watching?
No.
Okay, good.
Hi, DJ Electra.
Thank God.
It's Disney rash, but those of us who do come prepared with aloe vera and cortisone in their park bags. It mostly happens in the summer, but can happen on hotter days all year round. We hope that these tips help if you ever find yourself personally victimized by the Disney rash.
You know what's amazing about this? Is they're giving you tips to avoid this Disney rash. Never once does it occur to them like, hey, if you exercise regularly, then your body won't freak out when you walk 5 miles someday. Maybe start walking every day a bit.
Yeah.
And then you won't be in shock when you walk the rides.
I'm worried about ACL injuries, MCL injuries, like my quad being pulled. Their skin breaks out when they walk a block. What the fuck?
I know. Right. That's ridiculous. I've never actually heard of that before, but I'm sure Dr. Steve would tell me all about it. DJ Electrify is here. So
Hey,
watch
DJ
what you say. I feel like you're implying that she's a larger woman. Is that what you were trying to say?
No, DJ Electra is gorgeous and proportionate, except not proportionate because her tits are literally size H. So she's a normal sized girl with H tits. I don't know how.
Why the fuck is she an avatar? Is this your fault too?
No, because well, yes.
Casey, you're screwing up the whole Dabbleverse, man.
I
got
did
a lot
not.
of beefs with
I
you.
improved it.
I got some beefs with you, my friend. Supertip.gg/WATP Captain Cheese coming in.
Sorry I missed the banter, folks, but I couldn't be caught dead next to the mastermind behind the Mikey interview. Being blind sucks, but after this little piggy, I wish I was deaf, Mike.
That is the real reason why Mike is not on the show today. He's embarrassed to be around me. It has nothing to do with Skankfest.
See, when Carl really fucks up, he goes and breaks Hackride glass. Bring someone who's more hated than me. Shove him in front. Now, yes. I am your cartoon meat wife. And I appreciate you giving the opportunity. I'll take those arrows.
Krieger said no. Actually, I'm going to read the list of people who said no. Labyrinth Mystic coming in.
Tune of where Eagles dare. These Instagram reels, they're deep in their feels. Why'd you expo ohos? They rage and it's cringe. They cry and they whinge. So why did you post?
Carl will laugh, but blind Mike can't see them. No one should go on Instagram.
It's too bad that we can't get the AI to know what the melodies are when we give that prompt. Lever Mystic says
version.
Lever Mystic says it's called Astroglide Chubbies. Lube up and walk. I don't think
parents
that
just
would
had
solve the
Vaseline.
problem. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you to Psychotic for posting that in our Discord. I want to head over to Instagram. You were just talking about Instagram.
Blinded like blind Mike. Don't be a douche. Instagram in the night. Blinded like blind Mike. Check out these reels. They might make you wanna fight.
You familiar with John Cerasani?
Oh, I know his daughter real well, but I'm familiar with the dad of that daughter. Yes.
Oh, okay, interesting. Because that's actually where we're going today, and I didn't give you a heads up on that. But let's pay a visit to our buddy John.
Oh yeah, Schaumburg. What a city, yeah.
Wrong again, dude.
So John Cerasani and his daughter put out a Instagram post on both of their Instagram pages. And this is a trend that's been going around since August of this year. It's the Bees in the Trap Challenge. Familiar with this at all?
No.
All right. Well, you're about to witness what all the kids are doing out there on TikTok.
Am I supposed to be seeing something?
Oh, shit. Good call. Let me start that over again. I forgot to share my screen. And this is John's daughter lip syncing to the Four Non Blonde. So you do want to be able to see this, I would imagine.
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. No.
Now, that's embarrassing that we have John and his daughter, and they do this thing that everyone's doing where it starts with the 4-9 Blondes, and then it has the mashup with Nicki Minaj, and then you do the rap part of it, and the one person's supposed to be like really into singing the 4-9 Blondes song, and the other person's, whatever, just sitting in the chair. Guess who else did this recently?
I know who else did it, but Carl, let me just say this is your best piece of evidence for saying that not having children is gay, because this is a person who's the gayer ever because of their child. Their child made them gayer. So when they say, Carl, why you have children, no kids, be like, because of this. Kids make you gay.
Yeah, I didn't want to become gay. That's why I never had children.
This is what they make you do.
That's true.
This is worst nightmare coming up, though. Oh
this is pretty crazy. This is from the Howard Stern Show TikTok.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, one Gary Delabate, a.k.a. Baba Booey.
Get the children out of the room, people.
Hold up. The shark has been officially jumped. This is over, people.
Who's doing so well?
Baba Booey. That's John Hine that we just saw, who is doing the hip-hop portion of that. And he invented jumptheshark.com, became pretty wealthy from selling it, and then got a job with the Howard Stern Show. And then the singer from the Four Non Blondes is there. Take how this is Jump the Shark. What a bit, huh?
Yeah, Alanis, remake the video. Rain on Your Wedding Day is not ironic. That is irony. The Jump the Shark guy doing the ultimate Jump the Shark, and Baba Booey looking like a great-grandfather. That was... How did that make it past anyone who has any filter?
It's so sad. It's so... The only reason why I know about this is because Anthony Cumia covered it on his show. Because this would not have been on my radar if I saw Anthony talking about it. But okay, this is crazy. The comments on this are great. Mark says, remember when the show used to be funny? And then Sid says, a show ran by geriatrics for geriatrics. Don Imus Show 2025. This is literally the worst one yet. Baba Booey is not funny at all. Blows my mind. Tom says she's actually talking about the Howard Stern show, by the way. She says it's Jump the Shark, which I believe is a Stuttering John joke.
So, Carl, we on our unboxing shows cover, a lot of things, and we're like in 2008. We're in prime Howard Stern, where he was.
Sure.
If he watched that video, it would be the ass kicking of a lifetime. Like it would be like the Gary pitch. There would be 300 hours associated with the douche chills of that video. It won't get a mention. It was promoted by the goddamn.
It was promoted by yes, right.
That blows my. That is egregious. That's egregious.
Funny you say that because Diego and Remy says, glad Linda rescued it. Gary's first pitch for the Mets was better. Gary's first pitch was less embarrassing than what we just saw him do.
Howard has lost his douche chill. Like a gag. It's like a gag reflex. Some ladies lose it. Apparently, when you do media for a long time, you lose your ability to see something that is terrible for your brand. Terrible, 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 terrible.
More comments. I didn't know Howard was still on. Wow, Baba Booey got old. I mean, this just is not going well for them. I don't know if you can turn comments off on TikTok. They might want to think about doing
they
that.
try. They try everywhere they can.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I think they usually do. Let's get back to what we were talking about, though. Because, Casey, I typically run this show with my co-host, Mike, who most people don't know is blind. He can't see.
It's a degenerative. It's like pinholes through a black mask that has saran wrap over the top of it. That's how it's been described to me.
And because of that, I don't get to ogle chicks very often on this show.
Ooh, let's ogle.
And my buddy MLP, who usually tips me off about what's going on with Howard Stern, he goes, holy shit, how did this end up in my my timeline here on Instagram? But it's John Cerasani's daughter, Anastasia. Anastasia Cerasani. And holy shit, I've seen her in John's videos before. And I'm like, whatever. But she could take a photo.
Yeah, Carl, you think she ever gets a walking rash?
No, definitely not.
No.
If she did, a guy would pick her up and carry her so she wouldn't have to walk anymore.
She's what they call a thought, Carl.
Yeah, she is that hoe over there.
Yeah, she is the kind that gets pooped on in Dubai. She's the kind of lucky gal.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't spend a lot of lonely nights, I would imagine.
And with a father like that, I'm sure she's got a moral character. Oh, no, he's a gambler? Never mind.
Well, it's funny you bring that up, Casey, because I decided to check in on what her content is like. I'm like, well, her dad's doing these dumb I play blackjack streams and stuff like that. I wonder what she's up to on her social media.
All right, so I started here with $1,000. I'm down to $250. I have 100 out, so I have 150. Actually, 125 left. Dealer showing a 9. I have 2 9s. I'm kind of in a little bit of a predicament right now. I have.
Holy shit! She's actually doing the exact same content that her father does.
The chip doesn't fall from the tree. Something block the tree.
Yeah.
Isn't there a statement like that?
The $1,000 chip doesn't fall far from the table.
I'm staring at the forehead. The forehead is quite large, but I could rest things on it while she's working. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, John. Don't come and beat me up.
You know what, Casey? People call me gay a lot on the internet. I didn't even notice her forehead. That's how straight I am.
No,
I haven't gotten there yet.
Her friend, by the way, got to have just a stable of hotties.
Is anyone interested in this hand? She's got pair of 9s against a 9.
See, Carl, this is where being a cartoon is really good because, right? Otherwise, we'd be a couple older men ogling a younger lady. I'm just a cartoon. I could be any age.
Well, we're really interested because it's John Cerasani's daughter.
Oh, that's it. That's
all right. We won't go through the rest of that hand. I don't even know what happens. I'm not curious about it at all.
Who cares?
Who cares? But this
outfit changes.
Here's another video that she put out.
Anastasia, it's the worst role I've ever seen in my life.
Wow, look who makes an appearance. It's her dad filming her as she's playing craps.
Not weird at all.
Yeah, no, that's normal. He's filming her throwing craps. Stays up 5 times in a row.
3.
Oh my God. Which is hard to do. I don't know if that's content, though. I would say for the first time in social media history, I think the stills are better than the videos.
For the podcast listeners, she's like a slutty Jennifer Garner. Like, imagine if that Electra from those 90s TV shows was hot Vegas and throwing dice. Like, she is. Mr. Cerasani, I would like to request your daughter's hand in marriage. Right now.
Well, that was very classy the way that you did
You're
that,
welcome.
Casey.
I have
I'm
some
impressed.
stock.
I'm impressed with that. All right, let's shift gears because you're getting a little bit too wound up over there. We gotta calm you down.
My pants are down, Carl.
I believe it. So this is a video from Instagram that was brought to my attention by Dad Gummit in the Discord server on the Who Are These Socials Discord channel. And there's an MMA fighter who's being interviewed. And he drops a bomb on the interviewer who does not have the right reaction.
I was sexually abused as a child. You know, I mean, that's not an easy thing.
You must have been an attractive young gentleman.
What?
You know, just I'm gonna leave you with one last thing because we have to hop up. But
I was sexually abused as a child. Well, he must have been hot.
That's called crowd work, Carl. That's crowd work.
that was the funniest response possible. The guy's like, "What did you just fucking say to me?" He's like, "I got it anyway. Moving on. It's fine."
That is not how I've ever heard that responded to.
No, that's a new one. That's a new one on me too. So I want to thank our buddy.
It's like, what were you wearing? What?
Right? Yeah. Oh, you're probably wearing designer clothes back then, huh? Looking good, short shorts. Mm-hmm. All right. Labyrinth Mystic is constantly here in the chat and regularly supporting the show.
Yay, super chats.
This man just gifted 5 Who Are These Podcast memberships. We do appreciate that. If you got a membership, we do 2 bonus episodes every single month. In fact, the next bonus show that we're going to do is with my buddy Blind Mike. Do another crossover episode listening to Julia Fox's book, which is fascinating. So look for all that underneath the membership tab on our YouTube page. And then Labyrinth Mystic gifted another Who Are These Podcast membership. So thank you very much, Labyrinth Mystic, for doing that.
Blind Mike there.
Very much appreciated. And, Dr. Steve's weighing in on supertip.gg/WATP.
Disney rash is also code for getting herpes from a hooker dressed as a Disney princess. I got mine from Snow White.
I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. The
Disney's
Disney rash.
perverts, man. Give us our goddamn ESPN back, you motherfuckers. Oh, my God.
Oh, you're a YouTube TV guy, too?
I won't break. I won't bend. I'm not spending another goddamn nickel on streaming. I can buy them all. I can buy them all out.
I know. I actually canceled my Disney Plus. That's how much of a petty bitch I am. Like, fuck you, Disney.
They lost 10% in the market today. Fuck you, Disney. I hope it hurts.
Good. Figure it out. I want to watch Monday Night Football again.
Yeah.
All right.
Just merge. Just merge the companies. We're fine with
Right, who
YouTube,
cares?
Disney. We're already fucked. We don't care.
That's a horrible idea. That's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life.
I just want my football.
All right. Let's head over to YouTube real quick.
I'll stop the show and watch YouTube.
All right. So you're going to introduce us to a character, Barry.
Yes, so we've covered this guy before on Catch 22, the show DJ Electra I do on our channel. His name is Barry WUNSCH. He's called the Canadian Hammer, and he's a religious dude who is for Canada freedom, for religious freedom. He might have a bit of the Tourette's, though, and that's what makes it fun. I always thought of submitting this guy, but it's kind of a visual thing, so Mike might not have as much fun with it. But I thought if I ever get on this show again, I want to introduce the Canadian Hammer to Carl, because I think you might like him.
Speaking of visual things, I'm still looking at.
We can just
John
stay here too.
Cerasani's,
I can just keep
daughter's
describing.
Instagram.
I got a hammer right now. Hey.
All right, let's check out Barry. What'd you say his name was? WUNSCH?
WUNSCH. Yeah, a very Canadian name.
Barry
WUNSCH. The thing about Barry is he gets very emotional, and the more emotional he gets, the more the tisms or whatever he has spasms hit. And a fun game to play is to watch the other person as he does this, because they try to hold straight face while this is going on.
Well, that's what I was noticing with Kelsey O'Malley. We're going to see this in just a moment. Attractive blonde lady who is also staring into the camera as Barry is.
Yes.
And I think her job on this show is to let us all know that we shouldn't be laughing.
No.
She wants to let us know this is serious, guys.
If you love Jesus, don't laugh. But everyone else, laugh your ass off.
For I've warned you from the east, the west, the north, and the south that your actions are not acceptable. And the truth is that...
No, that's not where I wanted to start from.
That's okay. It's like a powder cake, people. You wait for it, and then it blows off, and you're like, "Oh my god, what just happened? Did I see that?"
Yeah, this is fun.
For there are those leaders in the prophetic structures in Canada who misrepresented me, and a path that began as one thing has ended up as another. For there are many whom have lost their way, and it has become more about themselves.
Multiple blinks.
I have to say, this guy's almost the complete package. You know, he's got Tourette's. He talks crazy. He's got big boobs. You know, it's almost a character that we would follow over here on Who Are These Socials.
My kingdom purposes. Many of them have done more harm than good.
He speaks
They've
as
not
God.
walked as mothers and fathers.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
So he like, I'm reading a letter as Jesus. You're not walking in the light, my followers. It's very funny.
Okay, I was confused by that. I thought this guy should be mad at God. Like if I looked like this guy and had Tourette's, I'd be like pretty pissed off at the creator.
She's got some bedroom eyes right there. She's
into
comfortable
it.
with.
This is her kink.
Yeah.
To lead and nurture my people. They have in fact been one thing in public and another.
Sean, the producer, asks if someone's tasing him. I watch a lot of cop videos on the creep off. He looks like a guy who's being tased.
It's called shot collar ministry. Every time you don't like what your preacher's saying, you hit a buzzer.
Yeah, he's Hassan Piker's dog, this guy. Watch out.
I'd be going to church every Sunday if that was the case.
Behind closed doors. So let it be known and let me be clear. What has been done unto my little ones has been done unto me. For the time has come, and it is now, that the pride, the ego, the spiritual abuse, the control, manipulation, corruption, charismatic witchcraft.
So do you think this is real? This form of Tourette's? I've never seen anything like this before.
I've gone back 6 years on his video, and he's doing it. So if he's doing it, this is a hell of a gimmick.
This is crazy.
This is like a karmic.
Shall be brought into the light and dealt with by my grace. For there are those among you that have lost your integrity and have milked my people in a spirit that was not of me.
See, I swear to God, get rid of this woman who's nodding along and looking very serious and put a laugh track in. And there's a whole new audience for this thing. You can double the audience size. Yeah, right.
Hill music on it.
I am telling you, we could be producing this.
Many have gone as far as lying, stealing, deceiving, scheming, and plotting to take the silver from my people. So let it be known that if you think it's no big deal,
by the way,
and that you're above it, that it is a big deal to me. For I've warned you from the east, the west, the north, and the south that your actions are not acceptable. And the truth is that you think you can justify your actions. Stealing from my people is not that big of a deal because you call yourself, a ministry. Well, I tell you today, and hear me clearly, you're actually stealing from me. And the last time I checked, I'm still a God of justice, and that will never change.
He's getting teared up over this performance that he's doing.
This could be a betting show. Like, how many words until the next explosion? I literally hold my breath and wait in anticipation. And then it happens. It's like endorphins to my brain.
I can tell you're enjoying this a lot.
I like him. I like the Canadian name.
IOP6 says, if only Balin had this form of Tourette's. Oh, yeah. She was shaking them titties around like that.
Holy shit.
Balin, you want a season 3?
She would have had a back surgery by like 15.
Well, yeah, there's that. There's always that. All right, let's hear about how he feels about Elon Musk. Pretty controversial.
Rocket Man. Calls him
He's known as Rocket Man. Very controversial figure. We know that Bill Burr hates Elon Musk. Talks about it quite a bit. Let's see what this guy thinks.
And there are evil regimes with stronger, brighter leaders looking to use.
He's sponsored by MyPillow because of course he is. Are you fucking kidding me?
With that shaking, he needs like 50 of them to sleep on.
Rocket Man as a pawn to do the dirty work. They are playing on his pride and ego, and in the end will lead to their defeat. He's unstable with a thirst for power and he has made himself a god in his own eyes. And he is not nearly as powerful as he would like you to believe. He's a boy in a man's body, selfish with something to prove. So Barry, tell my people to pray like there's no tomorrow, for they have assets in place to bring great harm upon America and North American soil. Barry, tell my people that they have a role to play.
Okay, this is the part I was confused about. I thought he was reading letters from listeners or something, but he's actually channeling what Jesus is saying to him.
That's maybe where the shaking comes from too, because he's channeling Jesus. I have seen him talk in a full interview where he doesn't shake except like just a little bit. So it's like a Tourette's where he gets all emotional and lets go and lets his Tourette's be free. And
so God is working him like a Tukey puppet, shoving his arm right up his ass. He's like, whoa, yeah. Okay, I got it.
He's magic, Carl. There's another way to say it. He's magic.
Just as actions were taken with Iran, they will require actions taken.
Just the tip, Jesus. Just the tip. Come on.
I didn't lose.
In North Korea. There are things in high places that must come down and must be taken out of harm's way. They must be removed from a child's hand so he doesn't hurt himself or others. So let me be clear. I've called and appointed President Trump to deal with this as well.
I'm sure I'll get right on that.
Oh, please let those two meet.
I'm sure Trump will return your phone call immediately, sir. Good stuff.
Barry.
Let's end this segment with a final prayer, shall we?
Yes, we need one. We're going to hell after that Cerasani thing.
Maybe.
Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those with leprosy, drive out demons.
Leprosy? Is that still a major concern going on?
I think he said wrestling first. I think his mind's somewhere else right now.
Okay, yeah.
For freely you have received, freely give, and return to my ways, my ancient paths. And I tell you, things will turn around for good. And holy is the word of the Lord.
Oh, that one hurt.
Yeah, that one got him good, didn't it? A fingernail must have punctured the side or something.
Yeah, he looked down, he had a rash on his ankle.
Some of these videos, I should mention, let me go back to that first video we played. I want to say it has a lot of views on it. 12,000. But he's got 723,000 subscribers to his Glory TV.
That's his, so that's not his channel. That's just the channel with the lady as the host there. He's BarryWUNSCH.com, and he's like he's an Adam kind of guy. Travels around, kind of a vagabond, will do shows, that
Does he do
spark
well?
his interest. I mean, he has 2 flags. Those aren't cheap.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I have one, I don't have any flags, Carl.
That's a good point. He's got his beat right there. All right, let's head over to, we're having too much fun on YouTube. We have to leave. We have to go over to TikTok.
TikTok up by the Chinese to fuck up the minds of our youth and some other people too. So let's talk quite a lot about these TikTokers we stalk and know. Oh, TikTok fucking blows.
I have ended up on Joe Matarese's email list. I think it's because I signed up for his Patreon. So he got my email through that, and they just added me to his spam list that he sends out tour dates and stuff like that.
So, also a great troll if not. Like, just sign your buddies up to Joe Matarese's list as a
troll.
troll.
I haven't unsubscribed, if you're asking. I definitely have not done that. So Joe Matarese, I'm on his list there, and he sends out an email saying that he's performing on both coasts coming up. And then when you read it, it's both coasts of Florida.
Well, technically, he's correct.
Which is odd. Actually, you know what? Let me show you this email. I just pulled it.
Who would live there? Am I right, Carl?
It seems nice.
It seems like a nice state. Yeah. Got a Venice there, which is nice.
So this is the email that I got. Joe Matarese, it's in the water tour. And look at that face he's making. This is him promoting. Joe's bringing the laughs to both coasts is the headline. And then you find out it says, did I just lose it? It's just gone on me now. Anyway. Doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. The point is, Casey, there's a link to a TikTok video in this email promoting his stand-up shows. And so I was like, oh, I want to see what he's promoting in his TikTok. And it's probably the worst video yet. We watch a lot of these videos, Mike and I do. It's got to be the worst one yet.
So what were the best South Philly spots?
Right now.
One was the routine dance in South Philly.
Deanna Hall.
Deanna Hall. I don't.
Think about this. He's promoting stand-up in Florida. And the way he's promoting it is with a link to a video where he goes, what were the best spots in South Philly? And he's talking to another guy who's going to go through and list the places that he liked to hang out at or whatever. And what's great about this is we've seen a lot of these videos where he's like, hey, what's Westchester like? Or, he goes somewhere else and talks to people and tries to find similarities between where he's from, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and wherever that they're from. And they talk about clubs and clubbing and stuff like that. But usually they find common ground, commonalities. They remember similar things. Listen to this.
So what were the best South Philly spots?
Right now.
One was the routine dance in South Philly.
Deanna Hall.
Deanna Hall. I don't know that one at all.
Best that anybody in South Philly knows. But our clubs were Scruples.
Scruples.
Glitters.
I did one about Scruples.
Glitters.
Where was Glitters?
Glitters was on 7th and South. Barrett's. Barrett's was great.
I didn't go to that one.
Barrett's was
we
great.
went to the one in the Northeast that was big.
Flanagan's was up. We didn't go there a
Too.
lot.
Not Flanagan's.
Northeast was it Club 2000?
No.
We used to go to there. There was a club on City Line Avenue.
Fishers.
Jesus Christ.
That one was
Yeah,
big.
there was a club on City Line Avenue.
Sometimes you would drive far and go to Pulsation.
Pulsation, I went once. Had the robot, right?
Something. I remember
Pulsation
being
was in
really
Jersey.
far.
I was in Northeast.
Somewhere in PA.
This conversation is ridiculous. Remember this place? No, I don't know that place. What about that place? I'm not sure. Where was that? I don't know. And then he goes, what about Pulsations? He's like, he had to drive real far. He's like, oh, that's the place with the robot. Which you'd think like that would be something you remember. And Joe goes, I just remember it was a far drive, man. Cool anecdote.
Has the vibe of that Bubba shrimp thing from Forrest Gump, where it's like this kind of shrimp, that kind of shrimp. They're just explaining shrimp. No one cares about shrimp, but here's all the different kinds that no one cares about.
Just listing names of places none of us have ever been to and are not worried about never being there.
Does he think that all
Sorry?
Does he think all Florida people are from Philadelphia somehow? Like maybe they're all
I'm sure some of them are from South Philly, but I would imagine not all of them would be my guess.
He hasn't done the math here. Look at populations and stuff.
It's insane. If you graduated from my high school at the same year that I graduated from, you're going to love my stand-up special. He should just do this on Facebook Live. Really, that's where his audience is.
I was in Northeast.
Somewhere in PA, but far. Love
They
this
killed
guy.
me.
He's never in a
Fucking
bad
bear.
mood.
Yeah, I'm in a
This is the ending for the video. I'll say, if you want to be in a good mood, just come to Vito's and say, is Johnny here? And then he'll
That's
come out,
it.
and then you're in a good mood. And then
I'll leave in a bad mood.
And then
Good stuff, Joe. Wow. Good editing, too. I like the way he ended that. And then the video's over. The great Joe Matarese,
He's a frustrating cat because he is a producer away. I really think like a producer that could tell him what to do could make it entertaining. I hate those guys because they are the one guys that would never accept anything a producer ever says. But there's just one producer away. Opie is one producer away. You could make him entertaining because he could be the character and the producer could drive the content around the character. But they'll never let themselves be the character.
Joe is so devoid of having any type of personality. He's just heavily medicated and a nothing at this point. You really think that a producer could do something with this? I doubt it. In fact, I would challenge you, Casey Day. You fancy yourself a bit of a podcast producer.
Electra, listen up. You got a job.
All right, yeah, sorry. Electra, here's what you need to do. Make Joe Matarese interesting for one episode of anything. I'll be shocked.
If the caveat has to be he has to agree to anything that we say to do. We have to be able to produce him. He's just going to be like, no, let me show this video from Jersey to my Florida fans. Be like, no, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you have to have control.
This is the exact mistake that Vinny and Cardiff made when they booked Stuttering John to perform at the comedy club here in Rochester. They went, John, we want to help you out. We'll help you produce a show that will get people excited to see Stuttering John Melendez. And you just can't work with people like that. There's just no working with them.
Keep in mind, we like lost causes over here at Akron Studios.
Fair enough.
Sometimes you
like spinning your wheels. You like wasting a lot of time. I get it.
Well, no, we're like, hey, who should we help? See that blind guy over there? Let's go help him 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We look for people that, might not get help from
I see what you did there. I want to introduce you to Granny Sissy. This one came in on our Discord as well. And the person, I think it was number one Kumia Cuck wrote this in and said, this is fun. This lady's husband killed himself after she broke up with him. Aww. And now her entire TikTok is just dunking on him. Check this out. So it's a woman whose ex-husband killed himself after she left him.
Okay, men.
And it says on the screen, why I don't feel guilty about my husband deleting himself.
Oh my God.
We are not responsible for your emotions. I made a video about silly little video about how I asked my husband for a separation and he took his life the next day. And the amount of comments.
What a silly little video you made.
All right. I can't believe this is real. My radar's going off.
Okay. So there's a lot of talk about that it's all just rage baiting. But this woman has been doing this consistently. If it is a character, she's doing a phenomenal job because she's been doing this consistently across, I think, 100 videos of this.
Okay. So yeah, just terrible person then. All right. Well,
I think she's a terrible person, but listen, I'm skeptical too. I get it.
That are like, it's your fault. I can see why he did. Somebody said that it was I should be charged with involuntary manslaughter. Do you know how law works, first of all? And one thing the comments show me is how little responsibility people take for themselves. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, my husband was sick, mentally and physically, and he was very unwell. He likely had a psychotic break when he went and did that. Did the separation help? No, obviously not. But my husband was responsible for his actions and his emotions. And I made his emotions my problem for well over a decade. And
all right, well, you deserved some time off. I understand. Let me just scrub through a little bit because we're going to find out specifically how this went down. And I'm going to suggest that maybe she should be a little bit more upset about this than she seems to be.
I was the
this
reason.
is what you get
I might have
when
been the
you
reason.
take off.
I don't.
What's that again?
Guys, this is what you get with all that love. When you go away, this is what happens. Just keep that in mind when you're choosing. You know, that's all I'm saying.
I don't know what happened in that moment. Maybe he was overwhelmed with the baby. He laid our kid baby down for a nap and went and took his life.
Whoa. That's terrible.
I
That's
think Blind
really
Mike's,
terrible.
Blind Mike said it best, Carl.
Important to remember that bitches be crazy.
Bitches be crazy.
Bitches be crazy.
I might have been the reason, but it is not my fault. And I'm making this video for anybody who holds any tiny bit of guilt for their spouse and if they took their life, or anybody in your life.
That's some target audience. Even Joe Matarese is targeting more people than she is.
That's an inside thought, sweetheart. You keep that thought inside. You don't move your mouth with that one.
Life that took their life. I am telling you, it is not and never will be your fault. Okay? Are we on the same page? Oh, my God. Some of you people are so vile and mean. But you know what? Guess what? Chin's up. Chin up. You got this. We got this.
She has a good demeanor about it, I guess. So this is a crazy video. This is 5 seconds long, but this is more of her just like really gloating over the fact that her husband offed himself.
This doesn't happen in the black community, by the way, because the family would show up and there would not be the other part of this. You know,
that's a great point. Imagine being the parents of her deceased husband watching this shit.
I saw a Twitter where the grave of someone that was murdered like 20 years ago was destroyed by a family that still had a beef in the neighborhood.
I've seen that. Yep.
They don't let go.
They don't. They hold a grudge.
Just stop for a minute and smile. Why is everybody so serious?
Now, I should mention that on that video,
Just stop for a minute.
That's why is everybody so serious? It says, when I make one too many dead husband jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So then she writes on here, tell me your favorite dead husband joke in the comments. And the first comment is, oh, well, no, actually that changed from what I was looking at before, but here's a couple that are great. I set up a savings account for our 3 kids after they lost their dad. They call it the Dead Dad Fund. It's fun. My favorite is when women are saying where their husbands are, and I say mine is in a box in my closet. This is what I was looking for. His pronouns are was/were.
dies.
So apparently
We all die.
She is building a community of people whose husbands off to themselves. So that's fun.
Yeah, who needs morals? When you got your husband's retirement account. Am I right? That comes every month. He's dead. It keeps coming.
Granny Sissy, everybody.
That's awful. I need a shower after that.
Lever Mystic says tasing and Holy Spirit have similar effects on folks. Yes, they do. That was an interesting character that you brought to us, Barry.
Got a lot of content out there too. So
the one pun, get him to say, "Ooh, my Undertaker." Can you make that happen?
Is that for me?
I guess. No, I think it's for Barry.
No.
Nick from Sweden with 40 Swedish somethings.
Hey.
Thank you very much for that. Casey, Joe, and Opie are at least 3 producers away.
No, we can get it done with one producer with H tits, I think.
I see what you're doing.
It's like 3 heads. It's like 3 human heads, but just 2 of them, are tits.
I wish this broad was married to Karmic X.
Oh, I get it.
Yep, I get it.
I think he might be dating one of those kind of ladies. Honestly, get a taste tester, Karmic. Get yourself a food taster. That's all I'm saying.
You sent me over Woke Chad theme songs. I want to get into some Woke Chad talk with you. Which one do you like the best? Which one should I play? 1 through 5 here.
Just whatever you play, just play. How about one? Just
one of them. You want to play? You want to play all 5 of them?
People hated me after that. My God, that's not what I hate.
Pick a number 1 through 5, Casey.
Let's see. We'll go with the size of it when it shriveled. 4.
Jesus Christ! It should not have been that hard.
I am woke, Chad. I am a zaddy daddy. I am woke, Chad, and I have come to bore you and steal your lady, Woke Chad.
All right, Woke Chad's at his best when he's telling stories, and this is a story about a conversation he had at the grocery store earlier that day, which is one of my favorite stories that TikTokers tell. I don't know why that is. I think it's because I would never in a million years have this conversation with anyone, let alone the internet. But apparently this was an exciting event that happened, and he had to report on it.
I was just checking out at the grocery store, and the clerk said, "Would you like to round up for charity?" And I said, "What's the charity?" And he said, "I don't know." I said, "You don't know?" And he picked up the phone next to the register, and he said, "I can call my manager and find out." And I said, "No, that's okay." And there was no one in line behind me, so I figured I'd strike up a conversation. And I said, "How long have you been here?" And he said, "About 3 weeks." And I said, "No, I mean today. Like, how long has your shift been?"
Why does he leave in these details? Why is this back and forth matter at all? No. I meant, like, when did you come in today? Yeah. You can skip all of that, and you can just give us the answer of what the guy said.
Embellishment is the essence of good storytelling, Carl. We all know this.
Yeah. Details. More and more details, for sure. We want to know every nuance of the conversation, maybe what his facial expression was at the time. That'd be great. Mm-hmm. This guy has way too much free time. He's like, no one's behind me in line. I think I'll talk to the cashier for a while. Really?
Cloud patterns. There are things that go on in a story that, provide background and detail.
And he said, "I got here at noon, and it was about 5 o'clock." And I said, "Has anybody else asked what the charity is?" And he said, "No." I said, "About how many people have said that they would round up?" And he's like, "About half." I was like, "Wow." I said, "What about you? Are you a roundup guy?" And he said, "I don't know. It depends." And I said, "Does it depend on the charity?" And he said, "No, I guess it depends if there are people around. I hate to say no if there's someone listening." I was like, "Oh."
This conversation did not happen. He is making all of this up.
It happened, but in his brain with himself. And now he's given these characters names, and he's like, "Let me talk about how I think."
Right. The fact that he's sitting there and telling the cashier is going to say, I only round up when people are around. Rounding up, by the way, means less than $1. It's the equivalent of nothing. It's a rounding error. It's nothing at all. So this cashier is going, "Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes I want to seem like a big man. So if there's people around, I will say yes to rounding up." This didn't happen. There's no way this conversation occurred.
Well, I appreciate the honesty. And he said, "My dad always says no matter what. And sometimes it's embarrassing." And I said, "Yeah, I embarrass my kids. We go through McDonald's and they ask me if I want to round up and I say no. And they get all embarrassed. And I explain to them, I say no because their CEO makes $20 million a year.
Okay. This is where he's losing me. All right. It's the CEO, man. Okay. You got it.
So why am I going to round up when they don't treat their employees as well as they could? Or why does it...
Right. Yeah. The employees would make more money if the CEO was paid less. Yep. That's how that works. I'm sure it was a payoff, though. I'm looking forward to the payoff of the story. It's going to be great.
He just donate to the thing. And the kid's like, yeah. And he's looking down at the register. And he's like, oh, no. And I'm like, what? He's like, I rounded you up. Like, that's okay. I would round up for the conversation.
Wow. What a kicker.
Carl, I have an idea.
Yeah, what do you got?
The first annual WATS Woke Chad Contest. Now, what this means, so as the user out there, you record yourself telling a very detailed, inane story.
Yep.
And then you send it to us. And Carl and Mike have to watch and listen to all of them, and I laugh at them.
It's actually a great idea. It's actually a great idea.
He is the most, easily mockable out of all the people because his stories, he's the Seinfeld of WATS. He's nothing. There's nothing in that story. What did you learn? There's nothing in there.
Nothing at all. The kicker was, and my groceries came to 47 more cents. Cool.
Yeah. Now
Great.
imagine a contest where you get progressively smaller detailed or larger detailed stories about nothing by people in the chat.
We do have to have a time.
Yes, 1 minute.
On this. yeah.
30 seconds. Yeah.
Maybe I would go 90 seconds, but there's no way I'm going over 90 seconds on this.
How many fine details of what's going on in the world can you fit in that 90 seconds to tell the boringest story?
That's a good idea. I think we're going to make that
boring
official.
story contest. There we go.
Boring story contest. The woke Chad contest. This next one is all over the place, and you heard him bring up his kids in that one. The kids get brought up in this one as well. But try to follow this.
I bought a rolling pin in Berlin, Wisconsin, and that's how they pronounce it, Berlin, not Berlin. And the story of buying this is another story, but I bought it so that I could make some homemade pizzas.
Imagine buying a rolling pin and being like, I got a whole story about this, but hold on a second, guys.
We're just one out of the many utensils in my kitchen. Wait till we get to the forks. Oh my God, I got stories about the forks. Just one spoon this one time.
What an asshole.
So that I could make some homemade pizzas because my sourdough starter was getting prolific and I needed some new ways to use it since I couldn't eat all the bread that it was producing. And I was excited tonight to make some pizzas for my boys. And once this dough was rolled out and I was getting to...
I want to point out, he's calling these pizzas. Have you seen what this pizza is that he keeps talking about? I don't know.
It's kind of a flatbread. I'd call it a flatbread, Carl.
Well, it's a flatbread, but it's also covered in broccoli.
Yes.
Now,
that too.
I will admit, I like broccoli on pizza. All right? I'm not above this. This thing is covered in broccoli.
Man? What? That's more atrocious than your goddamn
I do like broccoli on pizza. It's not bad.
Dare you.
But this is not pizza. The way that if I got this, I'd be pretty upset because it's more broccoli than anything else.
Pineapple? Where are you on pineapple?
I love pineapple, but listen to this.
Me too. Okay. Good job.
I don't do pineapple with ham. I do pineapple with bacon.
Yeah. Well,
that's the baller move right there. Pineapple and bacon on a pizza. You'll be thanking me.
I do pineapple, just no bacon, because, animals, Carl.
Oh, got it.
They have souls.
Probably not.
Boys. And once this dough was rolled out and I was getting to work on the other one, my 13-year-old came down and he's like, hey, can you take me over to Mason's and spend the night over there? He is in spend the night at the friend's house mode. And I initially felt myself getting irritated. Like, no, I'm making you some pizzas. But then he came down the stairs with a bag and he said, I did that checklist thing that you keep telling me about. That before you go anywhere, you make a checklist in your head of all the things you need. And so I have my bag, my clothes, my toothbrush, my charger. I went through it in my head and then I thought, holy shit, he's listening.
That one's wild because it started with the rolling pin from Berlin, Wisconsin. That's where we started. There's a rolling pin.
That's what they call it, Carl. Rolling pin.
And then
Berlin.
And then There's a sourdough starter that he's using, and it's creating too much bread, and he needs a solution to that, and he's rolling out flatbreads and putting vegetables on them and calling it pizza, and yada, 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 son, sleepover. By the end of this, the exciting conclusion is, my boy listens to me. What the fuck?
What I heard was, my son's in that age where he's staying at his friend's house all the time. I call that embarrassed of his dad.
Yes,
So
I call it
running
you
the
need
fuck
to get
out of
the
the
fuck
house.
out of the house at all times.
My dad's filming the broccoli and talking really quiet again. Can I come over and spend the night? He talks really weird. He's like, in this really weird. Like, it is a creepy. Try to talk that way. It's very weird.
I have a theory about this because I read the comments on these videos. I think that's his hitting on girls' voice.
Got it.
I think that's the voice for the ladies. That's why you and I go, ugh, what's this guy doing?
You're
What's he up to?
100%. Oh, dude, it's all in front of us, Carl. This is a dating video. He's like, here's my bread maker. Look at me and my broccoli thing. My 13-year-old kid is out of the house for the night. Ladies, Daddy's ready for some zaddying.
But he's also a great father who loves his kids, and takes care of them. And he's in
all
the
these
kitchen.
videos are dating videos. Amazing.
He's in the kitchen cooking. Yes, this all.
That's
makes
why
sense
they're
now.
inane. That's why they're nothing stories. Because he's talking to women. They got nothing upstairs. I get it.
Wow, you're right. Because all of the comments are always women, and they write long comments out here.
Yeah.
Some of these are people are like, whoa, they're really excited about it. Some person showing their fucking flatbread pizza. Karen, you're checking out. You're showing your pizza.
He has found an alternative to Tinder I did not ponder.
That makes sense. Dude, if he comes out with like a seminar or something on how to get laid on TikTok, I'm signing up for it.
Guys, you film broccoli, you talk soft, you get yourself a child, and you kick that child out of the house for the night. Cha-ching.
All right, so it turns out that I've been wrong about this guy. He's using TikTok better than anyone. You know who's doing a horrible job of it is Greg Opie Hughes.
I knew it.
Opie Radio. The Opie Radio Podcast.
All right, we'll get to Opie in just 1 second. Real quick, first, let me just get caught up here. It's just the Black Cast comes in. Don't leave us hanging. What are your bagel orders? That was a recent segment on Opie Radio on his podcast. What he likes to eat on a bagel. All right, let's see what he's talking about over on TikTok, because TikTok's curated. It's just one a day that he puts out. Sometimes they're 7 seconds long. Sometimes they're a little longer like this one. So this must be interesting for people to check out on TikTok.
So in China, you're in the stall and you do your business, and now you need the TP. Guess how you have to get the TP? You have to scan QR codes and watch ads on the toilet in China. This is a thing. You're sitting there and you just want your TP, and before they give you TP, you got to watch a couple ads. Oh my God, that is the story of the day. China public toilets now force you to scan QR codes and watch ads to get the TP. That's absolutely amazing.
Not a single take on that, Opie? Didn't have a joke for it? You didn't have one thing you could add to that story? You just wanted to report on that?
I'm going to say it, Carl. Opie's gone full Magic Johnson. He all he does now is state facts, things that he sees.
Well, the series is tied 2-2, which means Game 5 is going to be important because that team will then have the advantage for
3-2
for the series.
They're going to have the advantage 3-2. It's simple math, Carl.
It's the Magic Johnson.
He's the
tweet.
Magic Johnson of podcasting. He really is.
I mean, just come up with something. If you're going to talk about it, have some kind of angle on it. And honestly, I don't even think this is a big deal. I think having to watch an ad or two to get toilet paper, just like start that as soon as you sit down to shit, right? You don't have to pay attention to it. You just wait.
As someone who does thumbnails and producer, Opie is the hardest person to get a clear face shot of. And I think that's a metaphor for his show and everything. He doesn't want you to see it, doesn't want you to hear it. This is a phone call to his mom that he's broadcasting. But we're here listening. So.
It's funny you bring that up because both you and I make thumbnails that we have to include Opie in quite often. And to try to get a thumbnail from any of Opie's live streams is impossible. He's always so washed out. It looks terrible on the thumbnail because no one else looks like that on the internet. Everyone else has a decent camera and lighting.
He is a 50-year-old online hooker that's trying to hide the wear and tear,
Right. We're still masking up, right? Yeah, we still got this COVID thing going on. Like, no, take the mask. Oh, no, okay. Now I see.
Every clipper, by the way, comment in this chat if you watch this, the same thing. Anyone who cuts clips, comment that Opie has no goddamn good pictures. We need to form a union where we can just share one good picture of Opie that we have.
The other thing that Opie does, he doesn't show his face at all. He likes to walk around Central Park and other places in Manhattan and just film people. And that is Opie Unleashed NYC.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts out some of the greatest hits on his TikTok. Because if you ever sit down and watch an hour-long stream of Opie walking around New York, it's actually quite boring. Not a lot happens for the most part. But if you can find those like 12-second, 15-second chunks where fireworks happen, then that's a good thing to put on TikTok. And here's a great example of that.
It's just a coffee cup. It's just a coffee cup she's doing for her TikTok. Jesus. There's the muddy shot.
Maybe it's your avatar. I don't see you laughing at all, Casey.
It's more of a thinker. I'm processing. He said.
I mean, it must have been funny. I heard him laughing. I heard
But
him
he didn't
laughing.
say TikTok. See, Carl, the joke there is it's called TikTok.
Right.
But he said
tic-tac. Tic-tac.
In her cup. And then she looked at him. And then
So
money
she was bent over, pointing her phone towards her coffee cup, I assume taking a photo or something.
Mhm.
And Opie was like, "Oh my gosh, look at how ridiculous this person is, filming something boring." That's you, Opie.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one filming something boring, you idiot. And the fact that he's calling out this person like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Just like filming that for no reason? What are you doing? What do you think
Well,
you're
at
up
the end,
to
he
right
thought
now?"
At the end, he's like, "Yep, I'm Stanley Kubrick. Look at this shot. I did it."
Yeah, and then he showed the fall foliage. It was just like, wow, look at what I just did. Good stuff, man. I have one more Opie clip to get to, and this is fun because, you know, I'm just gonna let it play. I have a lot of thoughts on this actually. Let's all watch it first.
All right, the finish line for the New York City Marathon is actually on the other side of these gates.
Hello, sir.
I'm a TikToker.
Okay, well, you got to TikTok out that way, honey.
But I'm a famous TikToker.
I know. I saw mine.
Are you really?
Yes, I am.
Who are you on the TikTok?
Jennifer Lopez.
Okay, first off, how is it that every single person Opie runs into is funnier than Opie is?
And gating him off from anywhere they
yeah, well,
he
right. I
wants to
mean,
go.
there's that. I just love that Opie like tries to get in there and be like, "Hey, I'm a TikToker." She's way funnier and wittier than he could ever be. Comes up with shit right on the fly, like, "Okay, yeah, I'm a famous TikToker too. Get out of here, asshole." Very.
If it would have been up to the first guy, Opie's in because the guy was like, "Oh shit, TikTok, get in here, bro."
I heard of that. Yeah, get in here.
It's like Tic Tac, right?
I'm glad
That's
that
right.
Opie can't be embarrassed, but people seem to have zero respect for him. The fact that this adult man who used to be a star in New York City on the radio, billboards, his face on it, all over the place, walks up to a gate where everyone's walking through it and goes, "Yep, I'm just coming through," and they immediately like, "Nope, not you." All of these
Not you.
people, yes, you, no, definitely not. Like, his demeanor is so poor at this point. He can't fool anyone into thinking that he's important or that they should allow him access to anything.
I think the thing with Opie is we have to understand he came from a time where big industries pushed out things that weren't good, but they could be good because the big industry was behind him. I think of like a Color Me Bad, right? It got some good songs, but there's no way we should have all known who Color Me Bad was. But we did because there was a giant industry behind it. Opie was in a giant industry and pushed in all our faces. He had no talent, so when left on his own, it's as big as Fall as Stuttering John. I think you could. They're
I think a bigger fall than John because John never was the main host.
No,
John.
correct, yeah.
John was hired as the stunt boy. He was the stuttering idiot that they would embarrass in front of celebrities. And even on Leno, he quickly went from announcer to a guy that they clowned and dressed up in outfits and made fun of.
I would just say that Opie does still have millions of dollars, and John is drinking and a alien penis. So there's that.
Yeah.
You know.
So I have to say, I knew you would make a reference to your beloved Ducks and Color Me
Just
Bad.
one.
Every show you go on, you talk about Color Me Bad. It's like, all right, man. What about Belle Biv DeVoe? Like, give someone else some love out
Poison
there.
was not a bad song.
That was a pretty good song.
They're all sort of pillow biters, though, I got to tell you. Bell, Biv, and Dove. Do your research.
Wow, okay.
Poison might have been, man juice, if you get my catch.
I didn't realize we were back in the banter portion of the show, but apparently here we are.
I live for banter.
We got some voicemails coming in. Let's see what the people are saying. If you want to leave us a voicemail, you can find the phone number at whoarethese.com. Just let us know that it's for Who Are These Socials.
Hey, this message is for Who Are These Socials? Dad fan's wife coughing at the end of that message. Let's all hope and pray she has tuberculosis. And second, Radio for One, the Detroit cast, which is Mike Walters from Drew and Mike's podcast. Several years ago, when he had a different crew, one of them, Eric Stady, stand-up comedian, there was this kind of running joke on the program that he would have a joke per episode, a JPE. So I think Dad Fan stole that joke per minute line from the program. Anyways, fantastic job, fellas. Keep it up. Much love. Hugs and kisses from Detroit. See ya.
Thank you for calling in from Detroit. Of course, Mike Walters has been on this program. We did the live show with him in Detroit last year.
You heard that thing about Dat Fan's wife, right?
What about her?
My pussy is like a machine.
She's got a pussy like a machine.
Nice.
Yeah. Send that to Dat for us. Love you, Dad.
All right. I'm going to try to remember the porn star, Little Loopy.
It is Little Loopy. Yes.
Woo! I love that.
Yes, that's her. She's got a vagina pussy.
Vagina pussy.
Oh, God. She was one of my favorites on the Stern Show. Glory days. All right. We got another voicemail coming in.
This one is for Who Are These Socials? I have a friend whose brother shot himself in the temple with a .45, and it only blinded him. Oof. So now he's blind and alive for the rest of his life. Like, he's got to live the rest of his life blind. Being somewhat blind, I don't know how blind you are, but I just want your take on that. Like, it just seems like a lot to me, to be blind forever instead of dead. Because being dead's easy.
I'll save that one for next week when
hard.
Mike is back. Yeah.
Well, I have a question for him. Does his wife have a TikTok where she's making fun of him? Because I will follow that.
That would be very funny. Like a guy just maims himself.
Yeah. My husband's so bad he can't even kill himself. Look at it.
Like he's alive to watch these videos. You're still clowning him. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Maynard Plum says,
fucking these other guys.
Maynard Plum says, oh, this isn't Krager's.
No, Krager's is he's off doing God's work right now with the children. Always with the children.
His children or other children?
Craig's off learning what guitar is because he obviously doesn't know.
Yes, he was very impressed by Cedric John strumming the other day, which we're all embarrassed for him. All of us.
He's a singer. You give it up. He's a singer. Krager should join the Isotopes.
We don't need a
Krager's
singer. We're an instrumental rock band. We don't. We don't want.
It has a ring to it. Krager's.
We don't want a singer.
A ginger, 300-pound singer. Why not?
Casey Day, thank you so much for coming on the show. I want to let people know where they can find you.
That's right, HackRightStudios.com. That's where you can find me. Just think if the tapes team over at the Stern Show actually was able to do the job, that's what we're trying to do over at Hack Right Studios. And also, we have our original shows, so check those out. Tonight, we got a game show with DJ Electra on our members only, so check it out. And go, most importantly, to blindmike.net.
Tuesday's unboxing Riley Martin, unboxing Bigfoot It Is. Wednesday is unboxing Eric the Actor. And then on Fridays, DJ Electra's Catch-22 with Casey Day.
That's it. That's our schedule. We have a schedule, Carl. Isn't it amazing?
I do too. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel weird about it. Like when I see Patrick Melton and these guys just like pop on whenever they want. I'm like, that seems like freedom. What am I doing?
Keeps my bowels regular, Carl, to have a schedule.
I am a schedule.
I know when I'm going to poop.
DJ Electrify, Carl, did you hear my version of WATP song? Great show, guys. I don't think I did.
Well, we got to get that to you, Carl.
Do you have it? Can you play it for us?
I don't have it right now, but I do remember she did make something for you. I think it was like Brendan Schaub or something.
Yes, I played that. I played the Brendan Schaub on the show.
And Adam was like, never play that again. so we're a little gun shy with DJ Electra.
Oh, come on. She knew it was weird for us. She even said, she's like, I don't know if you'll ever play this or not. And we did. We played it the one time. Yeah. But I'd love to hear your WATP song, DJ Electrify.
It's a good one.
Great. And of course, whoarethese.com is where you can go for all things Who Are These podcasts. We still put out Who Are These podcasts as an audio-only podcast twice a week. You get it in your podcast player every Thursday and Sunday, full episodes, totally free to enjoy. And Hackamania 3 is happening. Hackamania.com. That's right. I will be out in maybe we can get you out to Hackamania this year. Be kind of close to your neck of the woods.
Don't think you guys have that many zeros to get me off my couch.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
You ever hear that Louis? You ever hear the Louis C.K. line when they're like, "Hey, can you come over here?" And then he goes, "Well, I first have to decide if I want to live first." That's the kind of decision maker I am, Carl.
Okay, fair enough. But if you are not a loser and you want to come to Hackamania 3, Hackamania.com is where you can go to purchase tickets. I think they have early bird specials right now. Ticket prices will go up. They always do every year. So April 10th through the 12th, it's going to be a beautiful time to be in Las Vegas with all of your favorite podcasters. And me, I'll be there as well.
Get Blind Mike there, I'll go. You got that's how you get me there.
All right. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but we're still working on talent.
He's going to need someone to hold his hand.
We are still working on the talent for that show.
And Kragers has to be invited too. He won't go, but anything
is possible. Yeah, Kragers can't go. He's a responsible adult, unlike me.
That's the funniest thing you said today. No, he is very responsible.
All right, Casey Day, we should get out of here. Do you know what the sign off is?
Have the day you deserve, folks.
Anyway, social media, I'll catch you later, man.
Who are these socials?
That's what this audience wants to hear. Like, whoa!
Who are these socials?
I'm the one who should apologize. Folks, what you were about to see is real.
With Carl.
Okay, we got it.
And Blind Mike.
Who could have thought of that?
WATS.